So 8a, we've been asked to draw a frequency polygon using the data in this grouped frequency table. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be plotting the frequency along the y-axis against the time in minutes for these groups. But we're only going to plot the midpoints for the time taken. So the midpoint of 10 and 20 is 15, midpoint of 20 to 30 is 25, 35, and 45. So these are going to be our pairs of coordinates that we're going to plot. So one more thing to be careful of is to look carefully at the scale on your axes. The x-axis is pretty straightforward. Every square increases in 1. Here we've got 10 squares and we're going from 0 to 5. So that means every 2 squares will be an increase of 1. So for 3, for example, for this one, for 3, we'll want to go up 6 squares. So be really careful of the scale. So we're going to plot 15 across, and we want 3 up, which means you want to go up 6 squares, so about there. 25 and 21 across, so 25 up to 21. Across to 35 up to 19. And across to 45 and up to 7. And then it's a frequency polygon, so obviously you'll do this nice and neatly with a ruler. You connect your dots. Obviously you'll do this much neater than I will. Okay, so that's your frequency polygon. Obviously those lines should be straight. Final thing then is using the table, give the class interval which contains the median time taken. So to work out the median, we've got to add an extra column to our table, and that column is going to be the cumulative frequency, which basically means we're going to add the total frequency as we're going down. So at this point here, so between 10 and 20, our frequency is just 3. So 3 runners were between 10 and 20. Now, adding as we're going down, what we're really looking for is, right, so on this one here, how many were between 10 and 30? So in the total in these two groups, so you do 3 plus 21, so here would be 24. The next one down is these 3 groups together, so these here, so we can take the 24 and add 19 to it, which gives us 43. And then take the 43, add the 7, we get 50, and we know we've done it right because it matches the 50 runners were given in the question. Okay, so we know there's 50 runners. The median is the middle value, so we need to work out if we lined up the runners in order of how quick they run the race, which person would be in the middle. So, because it's 50 runners, which is an even number, we'll have 2 values. So if we do 50 divided by 2, that gives us 25. So the 25th person is one of our middle values, and the next one as well, so 26. So if it's even, you'll have 2, and it'll be the 25th and the 26th in this case. So now we need to work out where do these people fall in our table. So, up to this point, we've only hit the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd people, so we haven't yet reached the 25th and the 26th. By the time we get to here, we've got up to our 24th person. So we're nearly there, but we haven't actually hit the 25th and 26th person yet. By the time we get to here, so at the end of this group, we've hit the 43rd person. So we've gone well past the 25th and 26th. So because we hadn't got to them here, and we've gone past them here, that means that this group must contain our median value. So you'd give your answer as the class interval between 30 and 40. That one contains the median time taken.